Welcome to today's video on the chapter P block from HS second year, and here we will see some simple tricks to remove confusion and deal with complex reactions from this chapter. At first, let's have a look at some confusing reactions from the very first pages of the NCERT book from this chapter. These reactions are basically the reactions of the ammonium cation along with their anion counterparts with various other molecules that leads to the formation of different range of products. We can also see some decomposition reactions of ammonium complexes. The first reaction is between ammonium chloride and sodium nitrite, for which we get the products sodium chloride, nitrogen along with water. In the second reaction, ammonium dichromate decomposes to form chromium 3 oxide along with nitrogen gas and water. In the third reaction, urea, which is NH2CONH2, reacts with water to form ammonium carbonate. This decomposes to give ammonia, water and carbon dioxide. This time it is ammonia but not nitrogen like the other reactions. Similarly, in the next reaction between ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide, we get calcium chloride along with ammonia gas and water. Same is the case with the next reaction. As you can see that the gas produced is ammonia. Then we can see that ammonia reacts with sulfuric acid to form ammonium sulfate, which does not decompose further, but ammonium nitrate decomposes to give nitrous oxide, which is N2O, and water. So we see that water is almost produced in all reactions, but where confusion may come is whether the other product formed is nitrogen, ammonia or nitrous oxide. So let's see how such confusions can be removed easily. We have taken the first reaction, which is ammonium chloride plus sodium nitrite to form sodium chloride, nitrogen and water. Let's see what we get if we perform simply a double displacement in this reaction. Obviously, sodium chloride and ammonium nitrite will be formed. What happens in the actual reaction is that this ammonium nitrite formed gets decomposed to give nitrogen along with water. So here we can see that we have further decomposed ammonium nitrite to nitrogen and water. In the similar way, we can write all the reactions that I have shown in these two steps. Step 1, double displacement, and step 2, a decomposition of the ammonium compound. In this reaction, ammonium dichromate produces nitrogen gas along with chromium 3 oxide. Next, ammonium carbonate, which is formed from urea and water, decomposes to give ammonia, water and carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide comes from the carbonate anion. Further, ammonium chloride reacts with calcium hydroxide to give at first calcium chloride obviously, and then ammonium hydroxide decomposes to give ammonia along with water. Similarly, in the next reaction we can see that ammonium sulfate reacts with sodium hydroxide. At first it gives sodium sulfate and then ammonium hydroxide, which decomposes to ammonia and water. So you can see that these decomposition products are same for the decomposition of ammonium hydroxide in the previous reaction. Here we get a clue that the decomposition product, whether ammonia or nitrogen, depends on the ammonium compound. Initially we saw that ammonium nitrite decomposes to give nitrogen, but ammonium hydroxide here is decomposing to give ammonia. This is irrespective of the initial reactants. Next we see that ammonium sulfate does not decompose to give any product. However, ammonium nitrate decomposes on heating to give nitrous oxide along with water. So, the products, that is nitrous oxide or ammonia or nitrogen, depends on the ammonium compound from which it is decomposing and gets formed along with water. However, the initial reactants of the reaction has no role to play with the product which is eventually formed with water. So we can simplify all this information by preparing ourselves a table. Let's make it easy by memorizing simply this table instead of all the lengthy reactions that we have come through. Along with water, ammonia will be produced when the anion counterpart of ammonium cation is either carbonate or it is hydroxide. That means ammonium carbonate and ammonium hydroxide decomposes to give ammonia gas along with water. Similarly, ammonium nitrite and ammonium dichromate decomposes to give nitrogen gas along with water. And ammonium nitrate gives nitrous oxide along with water. Yet in the last row we can see that for ammonium sulfate and ammonium chloride there is no decomposition. As chloride is a monoatomic anion, so ammonium chloride doesn't decompose further. So you can simply keep in mind that ammonium sulfate does not decompose. Out of all these 4 cases, the most important cases are the upper 2 rows, that is the formation of ammonia or nitrogen along with water. So you simply need to remember ammonia against carbonate anion and hydroxide anion, while nitrogen gas with nitrite and dichromate anion. As you learn this table, you will see that all the complex reactions which we have come through in the early part of this video will become so easy and we can predict the products very easily. Let's have a look at them once more and apply the two steps of double displacement and decomposition. In the first reaction, one of the product will obviously be sodium chloride and the other product should have been ammonium nitrite, but it decomposes to give nitrogen gas along with water as evident from the table. In the second reaction also, nitrogen gas will be produced along with water and chromium trioxide is the other product due to the anionic part of ammonium dichromate. In the next reaction, after urea reacts with water to form ammonium carbonate, we get ammonia as evident from our table, water along with carbon dioxide because of the carbonate part. You must know that whenever a carbonate compound decomposes, it always leads to the formation of carbon dioxide gas. Moving on to the next reaction between ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide, we get the first product as calcium chloride by displacement along with ammonia and water. Ammonia because the other product would have been ammonium hydroxide, which finally decomposes to give ammonia gas along with water as evident from our table. In the next reaction between ammonium sulfate and sodium hydroxide, we get sodium sulfate by displacement and ammonium hydroxide, but which decomposes to give ammonia gas along with water. So you might have realized how this table makes us predict the products of these reactions so easily. Moving on to the next reaction, we see that ammonia combines with sulfuric acid to form ammonium sulfate. But we know that ammonium sulfate does not decompose, so there is no any further product. Likewise, in the final reaction, we see that ammonium nitrate decomposes on heating to form nitrous oxide, that is N2O, along with water. So I hope that this simple trick that I have provided will help you to deal with these reactions easily and not confuse with the different products that are formed. Just remember the two simple steps: first double displacement and then decomposition of the ammonium compound. So that was all for today's topic. If the video was beneficial, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe my channel to get more such videos on simple explanations of the topics included in HS syllabus. I will be back with another video. Thanks for watching.